Hey guys, this is yeff3, and I want to start off a new series on a server called, well, it's a part of the Mindcade network, but its minigame is Supercraft Brothers, and today I'm going to start it off by playing while telling some fun stories about school, so I hope you guys do enjoy this. Okay guys, first I'm going to start off by talking about my science teacher from 7th grade. Now, this woman was very interesting. Oh my gosh, okay. She was, she was very old school, but not in the right way at all. She didn't quite understand the new day and age of us kids. And so she was a first year teacher, about 22 years old, and she got very mad at us because we would talk a lot, and, that was our fault for the most part, but, there's problems on her part as well. And one problem was, we were in a unit, I think it was a physics unit, and, okay, I can hit that guy. Oh, jeez. Oh, lag spike. And we had to do a lot of calculations regarding, molecules and matter and all that, and, density and mass and volume. And it was a lot of math, and so we weren't exactly, I think I could do all the math, but, there are people in science that would get generally good grades because they are good at science, but when the math comes in, they need a calculator because they might not be good at math. And so it's not good when their math grade affects their science grade, and it's two different subjects, it's two different capabilities, it shouldn't be together. And so we were in the unit, and she made us take a test without calculators, and many of the students got very mad and started talking to the principal about it. And she told us, if you guys can't do math, then go find a tutor. Long division really isn't that tough. And a lot of kids, who were in the lowest level of math, really like that she was saying this because, every other teacher in the school had allowed the students to use calculators because it's not math, it's science class. And, yeah, she was very weird. She got really mad at students, even if they weren't talking, they were just, she was very fed up with their stupidity or something, and, she didn't like that people were stupid. I guess she doesn't understand that people can be stupid and still, be cool with themselves, they don't care. And, oh, wow, that was a nice juke I made there. And there was this one student, he's a Polish kid, I do not understand his parents or his life at all. He's so weird, and I don't mean to sound rude when I say that, but, he's actually pretty nice, but if you see his parents, you feel bad for him, and then everybody associates him with his parents, so he always, comes off pretty bad to most people, which is not good. And, she got very fed up with him because he wasn't the smartest kid in the class, and he didn't always have the right answer, and he didn't like to participate at all. And she started calling him stupid and a lot of things, started cursing at him, and then about a couple months later, she brought a shovel into the school to show, power, work, and time equations that you guys may not know about, but it'll be in your future if you don't already know about it. And it was she brought in a shovel to show that she was doing work over amount of time, and it required a certain amount of power each time she had to do the work. And she brought in the shovel, and then that's when the principals were just like, yep, this is a good time to fire her. And they fired her because she was terrible. And I had her for up until May, so I didn't have her for 1 month of school, and I had the best substitute teacher ever. And I liked the new teacher a lot. Ooh, that was a snipe. Yeah, and that was basically that for the teacher. And they had this one experience that like made them totally seem unprofessional. So, oh my gosh, you're just gonna run. Ooh, swiftness. Okay. So I have swiftness now too. Okay, there we go. She, about halfway through the year, she came up with this very, like, ominous sounding situation. It was about, like, so, yeah, I'll just tell it. She went to New York City over a weekend, and she comes back and has her nose pierced. Oh dear, I'm lagging. Okay. You fall. You die? Yeah, okay. And, I didn't really like the fact that she got her nose pierced, because it came really, like, unprofessional. Yeah, she, like, just came off that way, and it didn't seem very good for the reputation of the school, and she said to us, I went to New York this weekend, guys, and I met a very wonderful artist, and then one of the kids says in the class, were you at a bar the night before? And, then that kid got detention, but, yeah, she met an artist, and she's like, I got my nose, pierced real nice by a very nice man. He had a lot of inspirational things to say, and it's just like, you're a hippie. And it was a very uncomfortable situation. Just, that was my wonderful 8th grade science teacher, so, yeah. I'll just kill this guy and we'll move on to the next teacher. Okay. Hey guys, I'm gonna talk to you about one of my good old substitute teachers now. His name, I'm not going to say that, but oh, if there is a more blind person on the planet, I need to know who it is, because this guy, he was, okay, so he's very nice and everything, and there's this one, so it was during Latin class, and there's this one kid during my Latin class, and he is so funny, and so, like, he's practically, like, the class clown. And, so the sub takes attendance and everything, and he thinks we're all going to work, and then he takes his glasses off. He's like 80 years old, and takes his glasses off, and, starts to read his book. So, what does the class clown decide to do? Well, he's like, maybe I should do my work? No, he decides, why don't I go climb on the top of a bookshelf and see how long it takes him to notice that I'm gone. And, you know, I don't know how he came up with that idea, but, he actually went on the bookshelf, and he, I don't even understand. The teacher never noticed, and the only reason the student got off was because he was afraid the principal was going to come. And the principal never came, and, it was just like, how does one even do this and not get in trouble? And you just sit there and you're, like, amazed by this kid. It's just, like, don't even make sense. It's just, I honestly do not understand at all what happened that day. And so, the guy, then, so the class clown's like, okay, what do I do next? And so, like, takes his book and then, like, keeps it away from his face. Well, no, he makes it so that it looks like he's trying to hide something with his mouth from the teacher by, like, if you know what I mean, like, so say if there's a person right here and a person right here, you'd hold up the book, like my sword, to, like, try and like make it private, the conversation with the person over here, so that this person right here can't hear you. And he just started flat out insulting the sub because of how terribly like blind and deaf he was. And he was like cursing about him and stuff, and the sub did not hear a thing. I don't know how. And then there's another kid in my class. He lives on a farm, and that's not important, but he decided, hey, I'm going to take my shoes off because I can. And so the sub does not see him take the shoes off, and he takes the shoes off and then proceeds to throw it across the room to the class clown. And then he... No, I don't hack. So I was sitting there, and he throws the shoe to his pal, and he puts it in a closet and locks the closet. So farm boy decides, hey, I can't go shoeless around school, but he has nothing else to do about it, so he does go shoeless, and then he ends up buying new shoes that night, and the next day the class clown gives him his shoe. I don't know what went down that day in Latin, but it was just a terrible sub's job, and I don't know how they get accepted or anything, but they certainly aren't good teachers. So I guess I'll end the video with those two stories, so I guess I'll end it right here. So if you guys like the Supercraft Rose series so far, it's mainly just going to be me telling stories about my life, because I'm probably going to do this alone more than teaming, because it's a 4-player game, and it's just not fair to team. So I'm going to be doing this series probably solo, and I will have more teacher stories as time passes, because in high school the teachers are terrible. But if you guys did like this video, then please leave a like, comment. I need to know how to get better, and subscribe. And till next time, stay alive.